Hello and welcome to What's Going On with Star Citizen. We take a look at the summary of last week's news and dev information, as well as what's happening this week in Star Citizen. So, from the Star Citizen newsletter, the ship Showdown is live and going strong, with citizens flooding the community hub and social media with amazing submissions to help evaluate their favourite vehicles into the top 16. So, phase 1 of the ship Showdown has now ended. So, this is a community competition. Basically, people make a load of noise about their favourite ships that are currently available in Star Citizen to fly, or vehicles to drive now that are available in patches, not concepts or anything like that. And then now that phase 1's over, the top 16, chosen by some sort of voodoo magic, are then put into 1v1 voting stages, sort of like a popularity contest. So why aren't we in phase 2 yet then, seeing that that's finished? That's because phase 2 starts from the 23rd of August through September 6th. So once there are only 8 ships remaining, there will be a free fly event with those top 8 ships, so you can try Star Citizen and one of those or all of those 8 ships for free. CIG's newsletter continues. In CitizenCon news, don't forget to apply for the annual cosplay contest before October 1st. Saturday just gone had the group stages of the Fight or Flight tournament. So this is a 2v2 dogfighting tournament. It was interesting to watch live on the Atmo Esports Twitch, and you can actually watch the whole event there if you are so interested. But it made me realise that Star Citizen needs Alpha 3.20, the Arena Commander updates, and better spectator cams to really be fun and easy watching, and be much easier for the commentators as well. They were actually running it in the persistent universe rather than an Arena Commander and things like that. Now, the top 4 teams, and once they go through all these stages, and there still is another one for them to go to, will then compete at CitizenCon, so that will be a whole lot easier to watch and know what's going on, as Alpha 3.20 should be out then, and the whole thing can be done locally. Bit of a risk for CIG having a tournament like that at CitizenCon if it's going to be a multi-hour and focused part of it, because, well, what if 3.20 is not working great? It's alpha for a reason as well, and weird things could happen. There could be crashes or major weird bugs going on, but I suppose that's part of the excitement of watching it. So some other summaries of what's happened in the last week. Inside Star Citizen had an update from the audio team and their work on Claudius. So this is a tool that brings all of the other audio tools together. There was a little sneak peek at the Hull C here too, so looking forward to that being in Alpha 3.20. I really like that episode though, because they sort of talked about resonance and rattling sounds and how this all adds to immersion in Star Citizen. Very cool stuff. Star Citizen Live had Elliot Maltby from the mission feature team continuing to create an in-game mission contract. So this is the first time we've had a 2-part Star Citizen Live, I think. They basically built a mission, and we looked at the modular pieces of how missions can fit together, and you basically do a task and then it moves on to the next part. Failing the objective may change the path of that mission, or entirely just fail you, knock you out of it. There could be multiple or sub-objectives too. There is a huge amount of variables at the disposal of the programmers and mission creators here. It can take like up to 7+ months to code a mission, so bear that in mind, or at least some of these mission tools. They are continuing to expand out mission types and parameters, which allows their tool set to make missions faster and with more variety, more sort of gameplay features, all that sort of jazz. So building of missions can actually be done pretty quickly with these tools. Obviously they then refine them and build them out a lot more, but if they have an idea or they want to prototype something, or want to sort of try out something that they think is cool, they can really quickly and easily. The sneak week in the newsletter this week was of new settlement points of interest, or at least another one of them in the desert. So really looking forward to seeing these in game. We might see some of these for Alpha 3.20 and or the Q4 patch later in the year. The ones around Microtech are the most exciting for me, because there's this cool one in the forest, and there's also this cool Viking fort village almost on top of a hill, obviously with some made out of derelicts and stuff, so techno Viking. What's happening later this week? So Tuesday we've got the narrative team. They're bringing us a story called Life, Labour, The Secret History of Hurston Dynamics. Hurston's Hospital, Maria Pure of Heart, was named after her, but was Maria Wharton a saint or sanctimonious? This Wednesday, we have a Star Citizen roadmap update. CIG say, be sure to check out for a glimpse of what's coming down the road. Hopefully, this is an indicator that we're going to see what's happening for Q4 and after 3.20. Maybe see some more 3.20 features there. And hopefully, it's not just going to be a really bare bones. There's just we're just confirming a couple of features for 3.20. Not sure why I did that voice, but I did. Disappointingly, Inside Star Citizen and Star Citizen Live are on pause this week as the CIG team are attending Gamescom, but fear not, no content will be lost, and we'll still have the same amount of episodes planned for this season, they say. They're just shifting the video schedule for the next 2 months by a week, and there will be a smaller gap between the last episode of Inside Star Citizen and CitizenCon. The show will return next week for more behind-the-scenes looks at development. On Friday, we have a subscriber Jump Point magazine going out, so this is the August issue, obviously. I might start doing summaries of those, because they do often have some pretty good development info in, as well as a peek at what the next sort of set of subflare is going to be for subscribers. Although those Jump Point magazines are sent out to subscribers, they're not NDA'd in any way, they are public information, pretty much. CIG at Gamescom, so you may have seen, as we just mentioned, that CIG are at Gamescom, but this isn't in any official capacity. They haven't got a booth there or anything. Jake Acapella said, no presentation or booth this year at CitizenCon for us, so they're just attending. They'll sort of be wandering around. They're also going to be running 3 Bar Citizens on the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so from the 24th to the 26th. And if you're in the area or going to Gamescom, it is worth going to those events or tracking down CIG staff members that are going to be wandering around, because there are prizes and there's a scavenger hunt, there's daily raffles to get lots of loots and ships and stuff like that. And they will have some of those coveted Bano Tholos, those little fidget spinners, for use in games, so codes for those. So track them down, talk to them, ask them some questions, say hi, share a pint with them. I wonder if CIG will want to go to any of the big gaming events or get advertising at Gamescom or anything like that, or E3 or whatever E3's now become, the gaming awards and all that sort of jazz. Will they want to have presence there, or do they just want to have it all under their own sort of CitizenCon stuff? They want to have it under their own sort of control. Will we see a proper traditional sort of marketing campaign for things like Squadron 42, or will CIG do it much more virally? Boom! That's it for your updates today. I'm really interested to know, are you going to be going to Gamescom? And if so, are you going to be trying to track down CIG or going to one of those Bar Citizen events? Are you disappointed by CIG's lack of Inside Star Citizen and shows this week? Do you think they should have, like, pre-recorded something? I think they probably could have. I'd have been fine with Disco Lando in a hotel room just chatting. Do you think we're going to see any meaningful roadmap updates this week? Are you excited for Alpha 3.20? Obviously still with the EVOCATI at the moment, but it should be going to Wave 1 in the near future. Said that a month ago, but I mean, it's still true. Probably truer now. What are your top 4 favourite ships in Star Citizen as well? What do you think is going to make it to the top of the ship showdown this year? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. For those of you that are keeping your eyes peeled, you will have noticed that the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is on sale again until the 8th of September. This gives you native high-precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. Very cool for general immersion, for combat both in ship or on foot. They are absolutely fantastic pieces of kit, and both Zin and I have one. Use the links below to grab one or to find out more. Are we alone in the universe? The truth is out there, but what if aliens visit Earth, but they're like monsters, and all they do is look through your internet history, judging you, laughing at you with all their alien friends, watching your every move live, and then they send like 1 million ads to you about alien products that you don't want, like those shoes and socks that have a gap between your big toes. No one needs that. But what you do need is nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, which helps you prevent that happening from the more real threat of humans doing the same. It encrypts your internet connection, hides your IP address and location, it has an inbuilt ad blocker, and also helps you gain access to region-based content. You should go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer and get a big ol' discount. You can also click the links below. Every month, we have a ship giveaway. For August, it's for a Crusader Mercury Star Runner with lifetime insurance. This medium-sized, well-armed cargo and data hauler is great for trying out a huge range of what Star Citizen has to offer. A perfect mission runner ship. To be in for a chance of winning, just comment on any of my videos made during the month. More details in the description below. There are some amazing people that help support the channel by clicking on the join button under my videos and becoming a channel member or becoming a Patreon with the links below. That helps keep the channel going and producing daily content. Please consider joining their ranks, but commenting, liking, subscribing, that all massively helps too. Thanks for watching to the end, and I'll see you in the verse.